Good morning. It's windy out. How's everyone doing? Good morning from Sarasota, Seth. Oh boy. Sarasota. That might be the worst part. Maybe a little bit south. Hurricane Ian. It's here. It's definitely windy this morning. Definitely getting a little hairy out there, but it is what it is. So, looks like the storm is headed north. Yeah, it's a little north of me, Adam. It's not too bad. I'm assuming it's gonna get a little ugly out there. I think probably like 100 miles per hour, maybe. By us, 80, 70. By me, looking at the radar. Pretty strong though, the storm. It's like 155 now, which is a pretty legit hurricane. But everything here is built for it, so the house is fine. Everything's fine. House is fine. Nothing's gonna happen. Hurricane Irma was right over my house and nothing happened. So, all the trees were every single tree in the street was on the ground. So that's about the worst part, is the trees falling. But I love living in Florida. It's just fun. This is fun to me. All right. Thank you, K&D Flips. Appreciate that. Yeah, Houston area hasn't been. Houston, Louisiana, Florida, all getting nailed at certain points. All right, guys. So let's get started. We'll try to get through as much as we can today. I don't have like a strict schedule. We're just gonna go through. We're gonna go through the stocks that we usually go through. And yeah. So, and we'll get through some stuff. We'll see how long my power stays up. Probably won't trade today because I don't want to be in a trade and then the power goes out and then I'm scrambling to try to get out. So Yeah, don't really want to do that. Yeah, if I open the window, you won't really see much. It's like another side of a house, so you're not going to really see much there. All right. So today we're going to look at Nasdaq, economic calendar, the normal stuff. Look at a few stocks here and there. Look at some tech names, some stocks that I've been watching, and then just sort of prepare for the morning as usual. So let's start with the economic calendar. That's probably the most important thing to be looking at here. So economic calendar today, Wednesday. Here we go. We can see today we have Fed presidents, and we have Jerome Powell delivers opening remarks at 10:15. It's getting windy out there. I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably not, but it's getting windy. So you can see 10:15. We have Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Watch out for this, guys. This is 45 minutes into open, so just be aware of that. You also have home sales index coming out at 10 o'clock, so you might see some volatility around 10:15. This is also when the hurricane is getting the worst for me, so definitely watch out for that. 10 to 10:15 is probably going to be a little bit of volatility on the market there. Tomorrow, jobless claims, GDP revisions, that's big as well. And then Friday, we have the big stuff. We have PCE price index, consumer spending, disposable income, PMI. We have the inflation expectations. So economic calendar still pretty packed. So watch out for that today, 10:15, Jerome Powell. All right, so that is that. That's the economic side. That's going to be pretty important this week. Let's go to the 4-hour on the Nasdaq and just start looking at this chart. So here's the 4-hour on the Nasdaq, and something that I don't know if you guys realized, the ES is underperforming the Nasdaq pretty substantially because of the surrounding sectors in the ES. So the financial sector, the energy sector have been really weak, and it's bringing down the S&P 500 more than the Nasdaq is moving lower. So the Nasdaq is actually slightly outperforming. I wouldn't use the word outperforming very literally because the market's obviously moving lower. So it's just holding up a little bit better than the S&P right now. So you can see you have the previous June lows, 11,070 right here, and you have not broken that yet. Your June low is around 11,068.5, and you have not yet tested that level. So that is something to watch out for today. We have continued to hold in this little zone between 11.2 and let's just call it 11.2 to 11,000. Let's just call it that. It's about a 200-point range that we continue to hold here down at the lows on the Nasdaq. If we go to the 30-minute chart, we can see that the stair steps have continued. There's no signs of stair stepping being changed. So you can see we have the rejections up here. Right, we have the rejection here. All right, these levels have been on my charts all week, no changes, and they continue to stay pretty solid. Now today, we are sitting right here at this 11,230 area. Now you could potentially say, now I don't know if I want to call it here yet, but you could say that we are turning the previous support here into resistance. It's not as clean as I would like, but you could potentially say that we are maybe making a new stair step to the downside. If this stays below here, right, and you'd make another stair step to the downside, that could be what's going on right here. So you're sitting right there at those lows and just sort of consolidating this morning. So this will be interesting here around 11,200, 11,230. This is the lows from last Friday. This is the lows from yesterday. And you can see we're sort of just chilling right in that consolidation range. So if I zoom in here, you guys can see we have a low from Friday, a low from Tuesday yesterday, and we're just sort of consolidating right here at this level. So watch out for this.